Hey everyone, if you've ever needed to laminate something bigger than a standard sheet of paper, like a poster, a mounting board, or even a large art print, you know how tricky it can be to find a laminator that's actually up to the job. The GBC Professional Laminator, the HeatSeal H700 Pro, might just be the solution you've been looking for. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I recently put this machine through its paces, laminating everything from 8.5 by 11 documents to 18-inch wide mounting boards, and I was genuinely impressed by how smoothly it handled the larger sizes. The H700 Pro is designed to take on documents up to 18 inches wide, which is a game changer if you're working with posters, maps, or even large-scale artwork. I tried laminating a 16 by 20 mounting board, and it fed through without a single jam or misalignment. That kind of reliability is huge when you're on a deadline, or just trying to get a project done without frustration. One of the standout features is the speed. This laminator can move at up to 60 inches per minute, which is noticeably faster than most consumer-grade models I've used. I timed it laminating a 24 by 36 poster, and it took less than a minute from start to finish. That speed, combined with the variable temperature settings, means you can adjust the heat based on the thickness of your pouch, or the material you're laminating. I tested it with 1.5 mm pouches and thicker 10 mm pouches, and both came out perfectly sealed without any bubbles or wrinkles. Whether you're laminating photos, documents, or even fabric, the temperature control gives you the flexibility to get it right every time. The one-touch keypad with LCD display is another nice touch. It's straightforward to use, just set your temperature, speed, and direction, and you're good to go. The reverse switch is a lifesaver if you accidentally feed something in the wrong way or if a pouch gets stuck. I had a moment where I misaligned a pouch, and instead of panicking, I just hit reverse, realigned it, and sent it through again. No mess, no wasted materials. That kind of user-friendly design makes a big difference, especially if you're not a laminating expert. I also appreciate that this machine is built for durability. The metal construction feels solid, and the feed trays are wide enough to handle larger materials without bending or warping. I've used cheaper laminators where the trays would bend under the weight of a thick board, but the H700 Pro held up perfectly. It's the kind of machine you can rely on for years, whether you're using it occasionally for personal projects or daily in a small office. Another practical benefit is the versatility. This isn't just for paper, you can laminate mounting boards, foam boards, even some types of fabric if you use the right pouches. I tested it with a foam core board for a presentation display, and the lamination came out smooth and flat, with no warping. That's the kind of versatility that makes this machine worth the investment if you work with different materials regularly. Now, no product is perfect, and the H700 Pro isn't either. The biggest downside is the size and weight. This thing is heavy, like, really heavy. It's not something you're going to move around easily, so make sure you have a dedicated space for it. It's also a bit bulky, so if you're working in a small apartment or a tight office, you'll need to plan your setup accordingly. The other thing to keep in mind is the cost. This isn't a cheap laminator, especially compared to smaller, consumer-grade models. But if you need the width, speed, and durability, it's a fair price for what you're getting. All in all, the GBC HeatSeal H700 Pro is a solid choice if you're serious about laminating larger materials without the hassle. It's fast, reliable, and built to last, which is exactly what you want when you're dealing with big projects. Whether you're a teacher, an artist, or someone who just needs to laminate posters and boards regularly, this machine delivers. If this sounds like what you need, check out the link below to see the latest price and details.